Hi there, I'm Suranga from Englishman. Today it is total immersion. ඒ කියලා කියන්නේ අපි ඔබව මුළුමනින්ම ඉංග්‍රීසි භාෂාවේ ගිල්ලවන්න තමයි හදන්නේ. තාමත් සරලව. ඇයි එහෙම කරන්නේ? එහෙම කරන්නේ අපේ හිතේ ඔය සිංහල ඉංග්ලිෂ් ට්‍රාන්ස්ලේෂන්. ඒක හොඳයි මුලින් අපිට පටන් ගන්න. නමුත් අපිට කොයි වෙලාවක හරි මේ ට්‍රාන්ස්ලේට් අතාරින්න වෙනවා. එහෙම නැත්නම් අපිට හැමදාම දෙපැත්තට ආහා ට්‍රාන්ස්ලේට් කර කර ඉන්න වෙන්නේ. ඒක හරියන්නේ නැහැ කතා කරන්න. එතකොට ඒක කරන්න පුළුවන්ද? ඔව් පුළුවන්. කොහොමද කරන්නේ? කරන්නේ ඔබට තේරෙන සරල දේවල් වලට අහුම්කම් දෙන්න පටන් ගන්නවා. එතකොට එක වෙලාවක් එනවා ඔබට ඉංග්‍රීසි වල ග්‍රැමර් ඒවා හිතන්නේ නැතුව මේක තේරෙන්න පටන් ගන්න වෙලාවක්. ටිකක් අහනකොට. ඒක ගොඩාක් අයට ඒ වැඩේ වෙලා තියෙනවා. දැන් මේ වීඩියෝස් බලන අයත් ගොඩාක් කමෙන්ට්ස් දාලා තියෙනවා. ඉතින් එහෙම කරලා තමයි අපි ඔබව ගේන්නේ මේ total immersion වලට. උපරිම සරල විදියට තමයි මේ කතන්දර යන්නේ. ඉතින් මේ කතන්දර නිතර ශ්‍රවණය කිරීමෙන් ඔබට සිංහල ඇහෙන්නේ නැතුව හොඳේ සිංහල ඇහෙන්නේ නැතුව වචනයක් දෙකක් මම කියනවා පහසුව තකා අදාළ නොවන වචන පරිවර්තන නෙමෙයි ඔබ හැම වෙලාවෙම හොයනවා අර නැගිටින්න අත දෙන්න අම්මයි තාත්තයි පොඩි කාලේ අපි හොයනවා වගේ අපි හැමදාම සිංහල හොයනවා ග්‍රැමර් හොයනවා වචන හොයනවා පැටර්න්ස් හොයනවා අපි සිංහලෙන් කතා කරන්නේ ඒව දැනගෙන නෙමෙයි ඒවා කල්පනා කරලා නෙමෙයිනේ එතෙන්ට ඉංග්‍රීසි වලත් එන්න ඕනේ මම හිතන්නේ ඔබට මං කියන එක තේරෙනවා නැති කියලා අපි එහෙනම් යනවා ඔසීස් අම්බ්‍රෙල්ලා මේ කතන්දරෙන් ලස්සන දෙයක් ඔබට දැක ගන්න හම්බ වෙනවා. ඒ වගේම මම මේකට වෙනම අර්ථකථනයකුත් දෙනවා අගදී. හරි. ඔබ අගට යනකම් ගියොත් ඔබට ඒකත් දැක ගන්න පුළුවන්. Aussie's umbrella. Aussie's umbrella. Oh, no idea. Aussie's umbrella. What is Aussie? Aussie. You can see Aussie. Aussie. There was a politician. Aussie. Not that Aussie. This is somebody. ඔබට වඩාත් වැදගත් වෙන්නේ මම මේ කතාව අතරතුර වෙනින් විකාර කියවන එක හොඳේ. මොකද මේ අපි ඔක්කොම සාමාන්‍යයෙන් කරන්නේ මේක කිව්වා every morning ඒ කියන්නේ හැම උදෑසනකම දැන් ඔබට භාගයට වැඩි සිංහලනේ ආන්නේ එතකොට. Aussie the ostrich Aussie කියන ostrich කියන්නේ පැස්බරානේ. ඔන්න දැන් ඔබට අපි යන්නම දෙන්නේ නැහැ ඉංග්‍රීසි අස්සට. ඉංග්‍රීසි තනිකර කලවම් කරගන්න chance එකක් ඔබට හම්බ වෙන්නේ නැහැ මේකෙදි chance එක හම්බ වෙනවා තේරුම් ගන්න බලන්න කෙනෙක් අහලා දුනා කමෙන්ට් එකක මේ කතන්දරයක් බලලා මා මේ මොනවාද ඔය කියවන්නේ කියලා හරි ඉතින් ඒ කියන්නේ මේක අමුතු වැඩක් නේ ඒ කියන්නේ මම ඔහේ කියවනවා ඒක තමයි ඔයගලන්ට වැදගත් වෙන්නේ මම මේක තියෙන එක කියා දෙන එක නෙමෙයි වැදගත් වෙන්නේ මම මේ අතර මම හදන ලැන්ග්වේජ් එක අපි කතා කරනවා කියන ලැන්ග්වේජ් එක හදනවා කියන එකනේ ඒක ඔබට පේන්න ඕනේ හදන එක එතන මට මේක හදන්න දෙයක් නැහැ නේ පරිවර්තනය කරොත්. මම මොනවද හදන්නේ? හදලත් වැඩක් නැහැ. conversational language එක හදන්න ඕනේ. يعني කතා කරන language එක වල්පල්. ඒක නිකන් පිස්සු විකාර වගේ. ඒක තමයි වැඩ කරන්නේ. අපි ගියා ඉදිරියට එබනම්. Every morning Aussie the ostrich went for a run. Every morning Aussie the ostrich. Aussie is ostrich you understand now. You can see Aussie. In the morning he goes out. Why? He wants to run. Why? Physical exercise, yeah, working out, whatever it is. You must have seen that people walking here and there. Some people are running, jogging, whatever it is. That is what is important. My kaya is the important thing to you. So that is what is happening around you. If you go somewhere in the morning, you would definitely see somebody, at least one guy, walking here and there. That is it. That is really a good thing. We have no idea of that, but ostrich had the idea. That is the reason why ostrich is walking in the morning, running. Yeah. Every morning, the ostrich went for a run across the plain. For a run, noun. For a run across the plain. Across the plain. Basically, across means in a field, going from this side to that side, in a large area. That is across. Yeah. Plain area basically, flat area, flat surface. If the area is not flat, if there are trees, if there are buildings or things like that, if you go, you have to go through. Across means land or whatever it is flat, maybe a road going from this side to that side. Oh, that is it. Went for a run across the plain. So what is plain? Plain, Plain plain here. There are different types of plains. PLAIN plain is, so geographically the nature of one specific nature of the earth's surface. It is flat, just like a playground, a very large playground that is plain. Horton Plains, yeah, that is it. So plain now. As you know, ostriches can run very fast indeed. As you know, ostriches can run very fast. As you know, the writer thinks that you know the fact. Definitely, I understand. I quite understand. Yeah. Ostrich went for a run across the plain. Now, as you know, ostriches can run very fast indeed. Indeed, really. Yeah, indeed means. Ostriches can run fast indeed. Really fast. Yeah, at times some predators, that is tigers or sort of guys, cannot catch ostrich. The run is perfect. First, fast indeed, but they cannot fly. Unfortunately, they cannot fly. They can run to a very fast. They can run super fast, very fast. You see, fast indeed. Some, yeah, ostriches can run fast, but unfortunately, they cannot fly. What is this? We know grammar, we know words, we have vocabulary, we have done this for 20 years or 30 years or maybe 40 years. Yeah, people like us, maybe 40 years, and useless. Not useless, actually. It is really good because we know we can write things, or whatever it is, we understand things, but we cannot. That is the thing. Something like that. That is what happened to ostrich. Oh, ostrich can run fast but cannot fly. The Aussie really wanted to fly. This is Aussie. Aussie really wanted to fly. Because they have been designed, birds are designed for flight, that is flying. But unfortunate, because body weight, oh, massive. So he wanted to fly. So people, they learn grammar and everything. Every day, going to classes, doing diplomas and everything. But they want to speak, but they cannot. What can we do? Shall we learn from the Aussie? Aussie really wanted to fly, perfectly superimposed, representing our problem. Oh, Aussie really wanted to fly. If I run fast enough, one day I may take off and fly up into the air. He thought, if I run fast enough means not this fast enough, this is not enough. Yeah, if I run fast enough, now, my running is good. It is enough. Oh, yeah. He thought that when I do this, run and run and run and run, one day I will be able to fly. Same thing happens to us. We think we learn grammar, we learn vocabulary, we learn patterns or whatever it is. We forget all these things and we think that we will be able to speak the language someday. Not after 3 months, not after 4 months. Someday. Someday never comes. If we continue the thing, yeah. Maybe you will speak, but finally, when you can speak, it's useless. Maybe you are old, or really no value of your spoken thing. If you can pick up spoken thing, patapatas within 3 months or 4 months, to some extent, I mean, not to do TED talks or doing things like that. If you can pick up the language automatically, if words come, things come, that is your vision. Sad to say, he never did. Sad to say. Very sad, very sad. Sad to say, he never did. He never did means did. Past. He never did means he could not fly. Yeah. One fine morning, that was really fine morning. We understand that should be good. Yeah. One fine morning, after a long hard run, the ostrich stopped for a rest. Oh, I want to have a rest. Oh, is really tired, exhausted. Exhausted means really tired. I cannot do work. When you are exhausted, you cannot do work. Yeah. One fine morning, after a long hard run, the ostrich stopped for a rest. As he looked down, looked up, looked down. As he looked down, as means at the same time, things like that. when he is doing that, as I opened the books, I found a pistol. As I opened that means when opening, I have not completed that. Partially, when I just opened the thing, I saw the pistol. As I opened, things like that. Yeah. Our fine morning after a long hard run. Ozzy the ostrich stopped for a rest. He looked down on the ground. He spotted means see. He spotted the brightly colored snake. He spotted a brightly colored snake. What was that? That was a snake. Ah, snake. Ah, yeah. Also having a rest, I think. Yeah, he thought. Lovely morning for a run, giggled Ossie. Lovely morning for a run. Who said? Ossie said. Ossie, this guy said. Lovely morning for a run. Yeah. Lovely morning for a run. Lovely morning for a run. What did he say? He said, lovely morning for a run. What did he say? He said that this is morning and this is really good for running. Why? He giggled. I mean, things like that, yeah. Lovely morning for a run. Lovely morning for a run. He giggled. Lovely morning for a run, giggled Ossie, because he knew that snakes never run anywhere. When the snake didn't reply, snake did not reply. When the snake didn't reply, snake did not reply. You know what reply is? When we say good morning, other guy would say, oh yeah, good morning to you. Things like that is replying. When the snake didn't reply, Ossie felt a bit ashamed. When we say good morning to somebody and he says nothing and he just goes away, we feel embarrassed, we feel ashamed. See, we feel ashamed. We are just thinking about ourselves. Why did I say that? I shouldn't have done it. Shit. Things like that. So, I was only teasing, he said. I was only teasing. Teasing means cracking jokes or sort of things. I was only teasing, he said, as he bent down to the snake. Sorry. He felt really sorry because, what he did was not a good thing. He did a very bad thing because he knew that snakes are not running. Then he said, the morning is good for running. Then that is really bad thing to say. When there is a snake, you understand? So he felt really sorry for that, ashamed. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should say sorry. Oh, yeah, okay. When the snake didn't reply, Ossie I feel it's hot. Felt a bit ashamed. I was only teasing. Teasing means trying to make somebody uneasy. For example, when you just things like that. When small girl is trying to ride a bike and she cannot, and then a small boy would say, oh, you cannot do that because it can be done by boys. Boys can do that. Boys can ride bicycles. Girls cannot. Yeah. What does he do? What is he doing? He is teasing. Teasing means cracking jokes and showing that she is unimportant, things like that. Yeah. When the snake didn't reply, Ossie felt a bit ashamed. I was only teasing. It was really a joke, snake. Teasing, he said, as he bent down, as he bent down, as means, as he bent down, means while he is doing, here as is while doing something. As I was jogging this morning, I saw Hrithik Roshan. As I was jogging means while I am doing that, and I am continuing that, while I am doing that, I saw Hrithik Roshan. While I am doing that, I did not stop to see, whatever it is, that is it. As means while I am doing things, yeah. When the snake didn't reply, I was only teasing, he said, as he bent down to the snake. Sorry, he said, really a good guy. Really good guy. Who is good? Ossie is really good. Suddenly, yeah. Suddenly means patapatas at that very time. Yeah. At that very time, suddenly, Ossie heard loud laughter. Loud. Loud laughter. It was a little rhino. You can see the rhino here. Little rhino who had stopped to see what was happening. Why had the rhino stopped here? To see what's happening there. Yeah, good friend. Yeah. Suddenly, Ossie heard loud laughter. It was a little rhino who had stopped to see what was happening. It's not a snake. It's not a snake. Ah, you silly ostrich. Piece ostrich, you silly ostrich. You foolish ostrich. It's an umbrella. It's an umbrella. Oh, it's an umbrella. He has never seen an umbrella. Ossia has never seen an umbrella. See what happens next. As Ossie opened the umbrella, as now you understand as Ossie opened the umbrella means at the same time while you are doing that. As Ossie opened the umbrella and held it high above his head. Held it high above. You understand? Above. As Ossie opened the umbrella, a strong breeze blew over the plane. When he opened the umbrella at the same time, a strong wind came. Yeah, what is that? That is a strong breeze. Breeze means wind. Yeah, sea breeze, land breeze. You must have learned that in doing science in lower grades. Yeah. Wind coming from the sea is sea breeze. Wind going from the land towards sea is land breeze. Yeah, breeze in English. Blew over the plane. Blow means, you understand, blow? Very strong, sort of a flow, blow. Yeah. Blow over the plane. Over the plane means that playground like thing. You can see the plane. It's really flat here. Plane and gently lifted the startled ostrich into the air. Gently lifted in a very soft way when people speak. We don't call them gentlemen. Yeah, the guy. So if somebody says, and somebody would say, he is really a gentleman. Yeah, gentle means really soft, clear. That's why we call them gentlemen. Yeah. As Ossie opened the umbrella and held it high above his head, a strong breeze blew over the plain and gently lifted the startled ostrich. Startled ostrich, here you can see. Here you can see startled ostrich. Yeah, startled ostrich. Startled means surprised and frightened. Surprised. Surprised. How can that be? And frightened. That is surprised and frightened bit. That is what we call startled ostrich into the air. I'm flying, gasped ostrich. I'm really flying. Gasping, British people basically say, American people say gasp, whatever it is. That is it. Gasp means very short, strong, sort of breathing. That is you taking air in. Something like that. Yeah. Lifted the ostrich. I am flying, gasped ostrich. I am flying. I am really flying. Yeah, I'm really flying. See what happens next. Now, ostrich is flying. I'm going to show you what is at the bottom of the page. Okay. It would be really helpful for you to understand. Oh, you can see that. Yeah. The animals below got such a shock as they looked up and saw an ostrich gliding above the treetops. Oh, nice. The animal below, you understand, above, below. The animal, not above, below. No, he is above. the ground. The animals, the other animals are below him. The animals below got such a shock. They got such a shock. They were shocked. They were taken aback, we call it. They were taken aback. Taken aback. They were taken aback. Eh? When looking up. Clear, yeah, that is what is important. The animals below got such a shock as they looked up and saw an ostrich gliding above the treetops. Ostrich gliding. What is gliding? Gliding is like this. Gliding is basically really smooth, continuous, effortless movement. Should be very smooth, not just like this, tuck, 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 tuck. Continuous. It is continuing, not stopping, sort of. And effortless, not trying. Some birds of prey, that is hawk and eagle, they can do that. They can do that. What do we call it? A startled crane. Crane was also startled. That is, he was shocked. The crane. This guy is the crane. Crane was also shocked and surprised. What's happening here? This guy is flying. Oh. The startled crane flew beside Aussie. Flew beside Aussie, by the side of this Aussie, next to Aussie, whatever it is. Beside Aussie for a while. For a while, he was also going with Aussie to see what's happening here. You can see the guy. Aussie here. Aussie. Never thought I would see an ostrich fly. Never thought I would see an ostrich fly. Yeah, that is impossible, really. I never thought that I would see that Aussie flying. But now, today, I witnessed it. I saw that. Yeah, that is really good thing. Aussie flying, yeah. He called. I'm off to tell my friends about this. I'm off to tell my friends about this. I'm going to tell. I'm off to means I'm going to. I'm off to tell my friends about this. Oh, he was really interested in the thing happened. So therefore, this guy wanted to tell this story to his friends. Yeah. Ossie the ostrich flew around happily all day. He flew around all day. You understand, all day? Ossie the ostrich flew around happily all the day, and when the wind dropped, when the wind was not so strong, dropping the level, the temperature, body temperature. Now it is dropping. Yeah, we can say going up or dropping, things like that. When the wind dropped, he floated gently to the ground. He floated gently to the ground. That was really exciting, really interesting. That was really interesting, exciting. Oh, exciting when if something exciting happens, what happens is we are looking at, we are listening to that, we are thinking impatiently. We want to see what's happening. Yeah, that is excited. That was really exciting. Gasped Ossie as he carefully folded up the umbrella. He folded up the umbrella. Fold up. Phrasal verbs. Sorry, fold up. You unknowingly, naturally, you learn things. Fold up. Fold up the umbrella. If you learn that separated, fold up, isolated, writing in a book, you won't be able to remember when you go to the story. And yeah, he folded up. Now you understand with the context that is, we have a sort of a surrounding where we have words, phrases, and things like that. That is the thing. That was really exciting, Gazwa. See, as he carefully folded up the umbrella. I shall try this. I shall carry this wherever I go. Yeah, I shall carry this wherever I go. Yeah, if I go to the market, I shall carry this. I should take this to the market. Yeah, that is folded up the umbrella. I shall carry this wherever I go. And when the wind blows, maybe I'm going to buy some food. But if the wind blows, I can fly. I shall be off on another flying adventure. I shall be off on another flying adventure. Adventure, you understand, sort of experience. That is it, adventure. That is the thing. That is the story. So, yeah, I think if you have understood at least 50% of what I said, or if you got the idea, using the pictures and everything, and then you can learn easily through total immersion, that is comprehensible input, exposing yourself to the language. And my message is that we are studying sort of total immersion, comprehensible input type of course, spoken English course, that is 12th. Yeah. So here, first he thought the lesson is this. First he thought, yeah, he cannot fly. Okay. And then he could not fly. He cannot fly. He thought he cannot fly. First, the guy thought he cannot fly. The story is this. Uh, your story with new version of this is, new version of the story is this. People try very hard. People want to speak English language, and they try very hard, try really hard, and but learn grammar. They learn whatever we give them, and but finally they cannot speak. But they have a very good idea of grammar. They can understand when other people talk about things, but they cannot open the mouth. The reason is, to open the mouth to speak the language, that language should go into your ears. Without going that language into ears, it would not come through your mouth. That is the thing. So therefore, if you want to speak English, you should listen to English. If you want to speak English, if you want to translate English when you are going to the market, so then you have to learn translation. You understand, right? If somebody comes at the market and if he says, oh macam, yeah, what is the present perfect of I like ice cream? Yeah, nobody would ask sort of things. So then you should listen to spoken language. That is the reason why I always try my best to do sort of talking, sort of a useless, meaningless talking, even though that thing is meaningless, it is really meaningful. If you are struggling, if you are trying really hard to speak the language, we can make you speak within 3 months to some extent without thinking about grammar. I mean, I'm not telling you that you will be able to go to any situation and do anything. No. After 3 months, you will speak without thinking about grammar, without thinking about words, without thinking about phrases, patterns, or whatever it is. Maybe you speak sort of a very simple language. Maybe you make errors. No problem. You have to make errors to learn. Making errors is one part of learning. People have no idea. That is it. So therefore, we are starting spoken English course online. If you really want to speak the language, and you can join, send us a WhatsApp message to the number given, and we are starting 12th August, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. online, Zoom. Yeah, okay. Bye.